Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. Our second chapter and the topic what we are going to learn today is articles. To begin with, let us see what is an article. An article is a word that comes before a noun. So, a word which comes before a noun, that is called an article. But what word? Now there are two kinds of articles, definite article and indefinite article. Definite means sure, indefinite means not sure. In English, there is just one definite article, that is the. You just have one definite article, the, and there are two indefinite articles, a and an. So our articles are a and the, in which one is definite and two are indefinite articles. So, at first, let us look at the uses of a and an. A. The article a means one. So, when you use a, the noun has to be singular. The noun has to be one. If it's only one, you can use a. You cannot use a with plural nouns. It is used before a singular countable noun starting with a consonant. What are consonants? Consonants are the other letters other than A, E, I, O, U. So it is used before singular, which we said the noun has to be singular, the noun has to be countable. You should be able to count the nouns. Then only you can use A with it. And it has to be a consonant. For example, a bat, a dog, it can be anything. A house, house is singular, it is also countable. The third point is it is used before words that begin with E or U and has the sound U. So usually with vowels we don't use A, but here there is a unique thing, a special case where words beginning with E or U, you can use A and the sound of E or U should be U, the sound of Y. The sound of E or U should be the sound of Y. Look at the example. A university, a uniform, a union, a European city. So, all these are words beginning with U or E and having the sound Y. U. Fourth point is it is used when we talk about a noun for the first time. Now when you're talking about a noun for the first time, you use the word a. Example, do you have a spare pencil? So you're asking for a spare pencil. You're not pointing out to the spare pencil. You're asking for any spare pencil. In that case, you use a. Now let us go and see the uses of an. The article an means one. So here also the article an means one, singular. It has to be one. It is used before a singular countable noun starting with a vowel. Now here the noun has to be singular, it has to be countable and it has to start with a vowel. So look at the example, an apple, an onion. So apple and onion, A and O are vowels. So before vowels, before singular countable vowels, you use an. Our third point is it is used before words that begin with a silent H. Now in words where H is silent, you don't speak the letter H. You don't have the sound H at the beginning. In those words you use an. For example, an hour, an heir, an honest man, an honor. You will not say an hour, an hair, an honest man or an honor. Instead of that, H is silent over here. You start with the vowel sound. In this case, we use an. Our fourth point is it is used when we talk about a noun for the first time. Same like the A point. An is also same. When you use a noun for the first time, you use an. Example, do you have an umbrella? So umbrella is singular, countable and it is starting with a vowel. It is used for the first time, so we use an along with it. Now we will look at the uses of the. First one, we don't use the for language used as a noun. So if you're using a language like English, Hindi, French as a noun, then you will not use the before it. For example, I don't like French. You will not say I don't like the French. You will just say I don't like French. Second one, we use the for language used as an adjective. But if you use the same language as an adjective, then we use the. For example, I don't know the French language. Third one, we don't use the for means of travel or transport. For means of travel, you will not use the. For example, by air, by train, by car, by bus. Fourth one, we use the when we wish to be specific. If you want the noun to be special, then we use the. You want to point out. Example, Rita will be taking the direct flight. So when we use the direct flight, it means she knows which flight it is. So the direct flight. Fifth one, we don't use the before the names of sports and games. So before the name of sports or games, you will not use the. For example, they play football. We will not say they play the football. That is wrong. The sixth one, we don't use the before the names of meals. Which are the meals? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. So before these words, you will not use the. Seventh one, we don't use the before a plural noun used as a class. So if the noun is plural and it is used as a group, where you're mentioning it as like a group, then you will not use the. You will not say the tigers are ferocious animals. You will just say tigers are ferocious animals. Eighth one, we don't use the before uncountable nouns that we know. Before uncountable nouns, nouns which you cannot count, you will not use the. Glass is very fragile. We are taking glass as a uncountable noun. Ninth one, when school, college, hospital, church, court, etc. are visited for the primary purpose, we don't use the. Now if you are visiting these places for your purpose, not for something else, then we don't use the. For example, I went to college after my schooling. So the person is I. That person's need only is going to college. So you will not use the over there. But when the above places, that is school, college, hospital, church, court, etc., are visited for other purpose, not for your purpose, it is for something else, then we use the. For example, my mother went to the college to meet the teachers. Now, my mother, she went to the college. She went to the college not to study, not for her purpose, to meet the teachers. That was actually for me, not for her. So it is for a secondary purpose. Then we use the. Now, this is about repeating the. For example, let's look at the first one. The poet and painter waved to his fans. So we use the only ones as poet and painter are the same person. So if the two subjects, they both are for the same person, we use the only ones. But if the poet and painter are two persons, then we use the for each one. For example, look at the second one. The poet and the painter waved to their fans. So that means the poet is a separate person, the painter is a separate person. So when you want to mention two persons, then we use two times the. Third one, when there are two or more adjectives for one noun, we use the only ones. So for one noun, you have more than two adjectives, then you use the only ones. For example, she wore the blue and white dress. So blue and white, it is for the same dress. So you will use the only ones. Fourth one, we use a, an or the to show each characteristics of the same person. So you're telling character of the same person, we use a, an, or the. For example, Veer was a cricketer, a monitor, and a responsible student. So all the three characters are of Veer. So for each one, we used a over here because it was a consonant. If it's a vowel, you will use an. And if it's to point out, you will use the. That is the end of chapter 2, articles. I hope you all understood. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.